Hello friends, today's video is gonna be about relay modules. So there are many types of relay modules. Some are quite heavy duty, some are for normal use. They are quite cheap in cost. A single 5 volt one channel relay module costs about 59 rupees. This is the average from all the different sites. I'll come back to the voltage and channel thing in a bit. So yeah, you can think a relay as a switch. For example, in a switch, there are two cables connected to either ends manually. You can also call them leads. If you want to close that circuit, you have to manually flip the switch so that the leads make contact. A relay is the same thing, but the exception is that it is controlled by electric signals. As you can see in the diagram of the internals of a relay on your screen, this might seem a bit confusing, but I'll explain. So, a simple relay works on the principle of magnetic effect of electric current. There's a copper coil wrapped around in solid iron. Also, there is an iron armature, which is this thing over here, which is connected to a spring. A spring is probably going to be here. The spring holds it down so that it does not make any contact with the leads. So the circuit breaks. When a small amount of current is passed into the coil activates and generates a magnetic field around it, and it turns into an electromagnet. So due to this, the iron armature, which is this thing, it gets attracted to the copper coil, and it touches both the leads, thus closing the circuit and making a connection. A bit more detailed diagram is given below. It shows you all the ICs and everything. I hope you understood how a relay works. Now, for example, if you search up a relay module on Google, you'll find quite a few choices. Some of them may be 8 channel 5 volt or 4 channel 12 volt relays or 16 channel 24 volt relays. The channel in this term denotes the amount of connections that you can have or the number of devices that you want to connect it in layman term. The voltage written, it's either going to be 5 volt, 12 volt or 24 volt. This is for normal relays, not for industrial relays. Okay, that is the amount of voltage that it would take to make the coil inside, that is inside the relay, an electromagnet. So that voltage is, so that amount of current is going to pass through the coil. I had explained all this earlier, and then it becomes a electromagnet and all those things. So there are some type of relays that have inbuilt sensors built into them. The first one that is shown has a temperature and humidity sensor. So it can be programmed in such a way that whenever the environment reaches a certain temperature, the relay switches on or switches off. You can see there's a dial over here, and this is used to regulate the temperature or regulate the endpoint. So for example, if you want to program it that whenever it reaches 5 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius, you have to keep the relay switched on, and when it's like 15, you have to switch off the relay, and when it's, let's say, -2, you have to switch off the relay. So it can be used for adjusting the values. Then the second one has a thermo sensor in it. The third one is equipped with a flame sensor. So for example, if it detects any flames, it will automatically switch on or off based on your intention. Likewise, the fourth and fifth ones are light detecting sensors and water level detecting sensors respectively. So these type of relays don't really require an external microcontroller like a Node MCU or an Arduino. Last but not the least, let us talk about the pinouts on a normal relay. There is a diagram on the screen so that you can understand it better. We shall start with the pins where the jumper wires connect. So I'm talking about these three. Uh, the the S pin stands for signal. It is connected to one of the digital pins on the Node MCU board. If you don't know what I'm speaking, feel free to refer my last video. The pin below is the positive terminal for power, and the pin below it is the ground pin, also known as the negative terminal. Then there is an LED, a very small LED above it. It might not be present in every relay, but it is present in most of them. Then there are some transistors and resistors and diodes and things. Uh, this particular relay has only three of these, as it is a basic relay. Some relays might have multiple resistors and many things. So that depends on the type of relay. Then comes the NC pin, which stands for the normally closed socket or pin, whatever you want to call it. You can find what it does on Google. I don't want to confuse it. So yeah, don't use that port. You're gonna have to connect both of your wires to the you're gonna have to connect both of your wires to the common pin, which is below it, and then the normally open pin. You can see here in the diagram. Uh, Both of them are connected over here. The NC, which is normally closed pin, is not being used. Then this is the digital, this is the signal pin. It is connected to the one of the digital pins in an Arduino, and these are the power pins. I guess that was pretty much it for today. I hadn't been uploading because I had some exams. Also, I had streamed once without informing, but then I privated it because the stream was completely bullcrap. So yeah, it was quite a small session because there's nothing much to discuss on relays. It's a pretty simple thing. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share the normal rituals that you all have to do. Thank you very much. Bye bye.